Digimon is the best franchise of all time. I played all their games, watched every season, you know the rest, right? My first console was the PlayStation 1, and one of the first game I got was Digimon World 1, and this game always brings back some memories. I always love playing their games, and many are so great and have such amazing stories, and one thing that I really love about their game is that they always try to revamp themselves, which makes them even cooler to play, you know? So today I want to tell you guys my top 10 favorite Digimon games of all time. Enjoy! Yeah, I love this game a lot. I just remember playing it for the first time and was so excited. I played it for like 20 hours straight up. I just could not put the game down, yo. The story is really great. It wasn't an easy game whatsoever, and I had to grind a lot of my Digimons to get through it. And I really enjoyed seeing the new Digimon as well, especially the boss that was Chronomon. Such a cool Digimon. I really like the digital form, the capture metal in this game as well. It was so different at the time, and just the concept of this was new for Digimon, and thought they did such a good job at it. So yeah, this game is one of my favorite DS games for sure.
Digimon Rumble Arena!
This one is just one of the games that I have a lot of nostalgia about. It's such a simple fighting game, but with Digimon, right? I just love playing it every single time. It's like, I never really get bored from it. All the Digimons are from my favorite seasons, Adventure, O2, and Tamer, so there's not even a bad Digimon to choose, they're all fun to use, right? I actually still struggle fighting off Rippermon. I feel like it's still one of the hardest Digimon boss in any fighting games I played. And the music is really great as well, and you know, Digimon always provide with some good music in their games, especially in this one, and the sequel was really great as well, and by any means, it's not a bad game, yo, but I just prefer the first installment for some reason. Well, this is pretty much a sequel to World DS. The presentation felt really similar to the first one. Dun and Dust are pretty much the same game, just different Digimon, by the way. So it's really similar to how they done it with like Pokemon when they released 2 games of each generation. The story is much more engaging than the first installment, and I will have to say that this one is much more fun to play, but nothing really changed. I mean, the grind is heavy, like really hardcore, which is what made this game so much longer and a bit more annoying, but I still think this one was more fun to play. Digimon Adventure. It's such a fantastic game. Sadly, this game was never released outside Japan, but some amazing people made an English translation to it, and that's when I played it. This game is based on the first season of the show. The story is pretty much the same, but in the video game format. The gameplay is really great. In this one, you can even have Mega Digimon for each of the distance, which they don't in the actual show, so it's really awesome because you can actually go against Apglima with a full team of Mega Digimon, so that's kind of insane, right? I will have to say the cutscenes are really great as well, and they even have dope Digivolution scenes like in the show. So that's great, right? The first Digimon movie is actually playable as well, which is so cool to do in this game because you can unlock Omegamon by doing so. So when you replay the game, you can actually use Omegamon, so it makes the game so much easier. There's even post-game as well, in which you can actually fight alongside the Distant from each season, which is probably one of the coolest things that I ever seen in a Digimon game. And this game is pretty impressive for a PSP game, right? I had such a blast playing it, and I'm really hoping that in the future they do release more Digimon games based on their anime. That'll be great. Digimon World Regitize. So similar to Digimon Adventure, this game was not released outside Japan, but we did get a fan translation as well. I'm a big fan of Digimon World 1, so this is like the sequel to it. Digimon is still there, you still have Agumon as your partner, so I felt so much nostalgia playing it because they even have a remix from Digimon World 1, like one of their best soundtracks ever, that is File City. It was so great to hear it again, and in this one you have friends that helps you throughout the story, and in this one they even have XNT body Digimons, which was so incredible to see in action. And the Colosseum is much better because you get to fight some of the Distant from the franchise, and well, by doing so you get the chance to unlock their partner's Mega Form, so how great is that? So yeah, I had so much fun playing it from start to end, and they even have a better version of it on the 3DS that came later on. And right now, some amazing fans are actually working on making an English translation for it, which is gonna come out anytime soon, so I definitely can't wait to play it, man. Here we got Hacker's Memory. So I really enjoyed playing this game, but the first one, that is Cyber Sleuth, was pretty amazing too, like really good. And then 2 years after they released this one, here we got, you know, Hacker's Memory. So it does play really similar to the first installment in many ways, but I did have a blast playing it. Like, the gameplay felt the same, the story overall was pretty amazing and sad too, and I kind of feel like it wasn't, you know, as cool as the first installment, because I just feel like this game was a bit more slow, especially for the story. But one thing that I did love a lot about Digimon in this game had so many more than the first installment, so many cool Digimons that you never expected to see in the game, right? So it was really awesome to use. But yeah, guys, I just feel like this game wasn't as good as the first installment, but like I said, I just think this game is really great overall. Right, so on this spot, now we got Cyber Sleuth, the first installment. So yeah, I do believe this one was much better than the second installment. And the story with the Roll Knights was so intense. And it was really fun to, you know, see them on their side and sometimes against us and all that jazz. Like, I thought that was really a cool concept. And so much different from any other Digimon games. I just loved the way it plays. Like, the fact that we had cases now was really great. Felt different, you know, so it was really great for our JRPG games, and it's actually my favorite JRPG games of all time too. I just love the way it plays, and the post game in this one was way cooler to do as well, because you had to fight some crazy Digimon, especially the Demon Lords. Was really challenging, so it was really great. Just, I feel like Cyber Sleuth actually had more stuff to do after you beat the game compared to Hacker's Memory. But like I said, I do love both games. It's just this one, I don't know, it just felt much more cooler to play. So yeah, I mean, I did enjoy also the grinding, because, you know, grinding in this one felt really addictive, because you did have to grind a lot to get some crazy Digimon. A lot of the Digimon, you had to like get them Digivolve, then go back to your other form, back and forth until you're capable of going into the forms you like into the Mega form. So it was pretty crazy, but it was really fun. So yeah, it was such a solid game for sure. So if you never played it, you should totally do so, because right now you can actually get both games for a really good price. So go get it. Well, yeah, Digimon World 1 is one of the games that have so much nostalgia. This is my childhood game, man. And it was actually my first Digimon game of all time for a long time. And as a kid, I never understood what the heck I had to do, but I was still having fun playing it. At the time, I didn't even know how to Digivolve my Digimon into the right form, so I just kept going and never understood why I keep, you know, getting Suckamon, but it's fine, you know, I was still having fun. And as a kid, I really thought it was funny to see Agumon just pooping on the ground, or even like just sitting on the toilet taking ones. To just take one, you know, like, the heck was going on, like, at the time, you know, what the heck. I just love this game so much, and always will. This game is much better when you understand the mechanism to it. And let's not forget that the first song, that is File City, which is the most nostalgia song ever to me, especially the night one, like when you put Agumon to sleep, it's just really nostalgic to me, man. Like, it actually makes me sad at times, because I just miss enjoying life the way I did as a kid. Like, I feel like I could do whatever and not worry about a single thing, you know? Like, the adult life is definitely not what I was expecting, and, you know, I wanted to be such a grown-up when I was younger, so it's kind of crazy to think back now. My parents always told me to just enjoy the moments, but I just never understood what they meant. I became one myself, so one thing I can say is time sure fly by, and just try to enjoy every single moments you have right now, because you never know what can happen, right? So yeah. Anyway, let's get into the next spot.
Digimon World, next order.
Digimon World Next Order. So this game is so good. It's like the third installment of Digimon World 1, right? But it's so much better in many ways. This is an open world Digimon games we're talking about. Like, everything about it is great. Like, I love this game so much. You got so many Digimons that are so worth obtaining. Freaking Makomon and Mikrakmon was actually obtainable in the game, which was so fantastic at the time. The music, the freaking music, yo, is so good to hear. Like, just listen. See? This shit is freaking good. That's some A+ soundtrack right here. And they brought back the File City soundtrack once again, guys, with many remakes this time. And oh man, they know that the Digimon fans love the songs like I do, man, right? Like, this song is freaking good. And the fact that we have 2 Digimon instead of 1 in this one makes it even cooler to play, because I just love the battle system so much. And the gameplay, man, is so great too. And the Bubble Diamond battle was insane. One of the best DLC I ever played, by the way. Let's not forget that Omegamon Zordine and Omegamon Alter B was some new Digimons in this game, and man, I was mind blown by the design. They look so freaking awesome, and they were so badass to see in actions. Like, they were so freaking powerful, man. So yeah, like, the battle against them was probably one of the hardest battle I ever done in any Digimon games I ever played. Like, Omegamon Alter B is one of the most badass Digimons ever. So I actually got it tattooed because I just love this Digimon so much, man. So fun fact, if you didn't know. And man, another amazing thing about this game is that Memeo, the protagonist from Digimon World 1, returned and actually helped us. So that was freaking good, man. Like I said before, this game is perfect to me. I highly recommend to play this game if you haven't yet, guys. And eventually I would love to live stream this game and play it once again. I think that'll be great. So yeah, I guess stay tuned for that. And for now, let's move on to the #1 spot. And here we are, my favorite game of all time. This is by far the best Digimon games I ever played. The gameplay for this game is just my favorite for any Digimon games. The way it looks is amazing, the story is great, like, I really like it. And grinding in this one takes a long time, but seriously, you feel so good when you finally get the Digimons you want. Like, I never knew which Digimon I was getting back then, because there's so many Digimon you can like level up to 99. So every time I was just leveling and grinding something, I was just getting a new Digimon, and I was like, oh, I just got this Digimon, and I didn't know who I was at the time. So I was like, oh my god, who could this be? And I was just always so hyped to just use him, because I wanted to see what I could get from, you know, grinding this Digimon, because, you know, at the time I didn't have any guide, or actually I was never on the computer. So yeah, so that was pretty intense every time I was getting a new Digimons, man. Other than that, I will have to say the soundtracks are pretty sweet. Like, to me, this game have the best soundtracks of any Digimon games. That's why you always hear those songs in my background videos, because I just love them so much. And the battle system is really great, and especially when you understand how the gym works, because once you do so, you can be so strong and you can do so much cool stuff against the Digimon when you do understand how the gym works and what sets you should put for this Digimon and all that stuff. So it's really crazy, but like I said, once you understand everything about this game, it's like the best Digimon games you ever played. So if you haven't played it, you should totally do so, man. And I will have to say that there's still a downside to this game. Like, I'm saying it's perfect, but in all honesty, the only downside is really the back and forth, man. There's just so much back and forth, and you know, you get many encounters, so it makes the ride a little too annoying sometimes, because you could go to a place for like 1 minute, and then you have to go all the way back to where you were before. That took you like maybe like 30 minutes to get to. So that's probably the only downside about this game, but other than that, I think it's perfect, you know. So in the future, I would love them to do a sequel to this. I think that'll be a dream come true if they ever do that, or just like, you know, remaster it. That'll be crazy, because that is my favorite Digimon games of all time. And by the way, this is actually my favorite games of all time too, so fun fact about that. But yeah, that is why it's on the #1 spot. So yeah, guys, that was my top 10 Digimon games of all time. So let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite Digimon games of all time and why? Because I like to know, because I feel like a lot of people love World 3 a lot, but that doesn't mean that it is your favorite game. So I'm really excited to see what it is. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button. That'll be greatly appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more content. And yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace.